to the Pulp Culture Podcast, your weekly dose of all things pop culture, freshly squeezed for you and also me. I'm Nath.
I'm MJ.
And welcome back. What a great week it was last week, having Benji on the show.
It was good. Yeah, no, good fun.
Good?
I miss him already. The tone is already less cultured.
I'm going to be out-hosted by the guest host.
Well, he added a touch of class. I think that's clear for all to see. You don't think so?
Definitely. Oh, look, I'm not putting down our co-host. That's for sure. You know.
No, he was great. He did a magnificent job, especially considering it was his first time.
Absolutely, it was an awesome time, and we hope you enjoyed last week's show, episode 40, bit of an anniversary for us. But we're back this week, coming off the back of D23. So
this is another anniversary episode. This is our first 41st episode.
Yeah. What do you get for 41 years? Is it tin foil?
Oh yeah, tinfoil. I think we get tinfoil for every anniversary.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do the Zest shortly, but some of that will involve some of the awesome news that came out of D23. So for those of you who might not know what D23 is this year's Disney announcements, where they sort of give us the next 12 months of what to expect, and maybe even a little bit more than that, what to expect over the next coming years. The reason it's called D23 is because this is their 23rd year, so next year will be D24 and so on and so forth. So
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
It definitely isn't, but I thought I thought I'd see if I'd spring that one on you and see if you knew. So
I think wasn't it? I think it's because 1923 was the first year that they founded the company.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Don't
yeah. But I wasn't
sure whether I was having a stroke or you were.
No, definitely. We both were at the same time simultaneously.
No.
But anyway, we digress as always. Let's get into the Zest. Hello, Mr. Trailers.
Yes. Hello, Mrs. Trailers.
What have you got?
Lots of trailers.
Lots of trailers.
Yeah.
Lots to be had.
Yeah, most of them out of D23, I think. I'm sure my notes are not comprehensive, but I've completely maxed out my Zest section in my notebook this week.
Oh.
It's a bit of a mess, but in a good way.
Making up for last week.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. Jeez. Got a long memory like an elephant. Before we go on, like D23, like we've seen D23 before, like it's an annual thing. Have you ever seen one as big as this one?
Oh, they went all out this year. It was kind of an amazing event.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I believe you can now watch it if you've got a Disney Plus subscription. I believe that you can now watch it on the whole thing on Disney Plus all 2 days.
Or the
highlights of it.
Live.
Yeah, right.
I was just blown away by it. Like I couldn't believe how much effort they put into it. So many stars they had there. They had freaking musical numbers and all sorts of stuff. It was like Comic-Con on Disney pills.
You know what's really interesting about that though. There are only 2 weeks from. It was only 2 weeks from San Diego Comic-Con. So they did some relatively big announcements at San Diego Comic-Con at Hall H. Disney did, and then they kind of reserved some of the bigger events for D23. So,
but it wasn't.
They've had
even
a couple of weeks.
Big events, but it was also all the musical stuff. Like I didn't see a lot of it, but at one stage they had like all of the living Disney princesses singing songs at the same time, and they had an act from Cat's Eye singing a song from Hercules, and it just like the production value on it was it was massive. Like it really felt like they were trying to not trying to sort of show Comic-Con up, but I think they kind of did. Like it was really impressive.
It's almost I would say it's almost on par with Star Wars Celebration. You know, it's a very similar type of production. I mean, we didn't have any singing in Star Wars, but you know, same type of production value. I sort of, when I was looking at it, I thought, okay, yep, it's definitely a Disney production.
Yeah. Apologies to Sice Noodles and all of the musicians at Jabba's Palace that Nath said there was no singing in Star Wars.
Did they survive? Did they survive, or did they blow up on Jabba's barge? I'm pretty sure they went off with the bang.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go with the rule that, you know, if you don't see a body, then they're still alive. Well, I don't want to think of all those musicians dead. Like, I mean, surely they weren't in the wrong.
Well, they died doing what they loved, which was playing good music.
Gigging. They died gigging.
All right, Mr. Trailers, come on. Get with the program.
Yeah, no, you're just encouraging me to get further off track. But I will get back on it. Now, let's start with, why don't we start with Vision Quest? Did you see the trailer for Vision Quest? What did you think of that one?
Yeah, very interesting. I think it's, you know, right in the ballpark of, say, the other two series. It was interesting in that trailer. It said that, you know, that this is the conclusion of the trilogy. You know, that that it's very much, you know, you need to see the other two to understand this one.
I had to think about that for a second, and I was like, yeah, I guess it. I mean, it is part of the trilogy. And then producer Kim said, yeah, well, they've got Westview in common. Yeah, Westview being the town that they're all set in. But the more that I think about it, like it's kind of the is it Wiccan and Speed? It's like I mean the trilogy aspect of it really is the twins, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. So to and you know, for their existence, because they believe that they had children and they actually didn't. So, or did they? Or did they? Or is that what it's about?
Yeah.
Was that the bat phone? Was that the bat phone?
If only it was.
Was that the commissioner?
As the commissioner of something, yes.
Commissioner of trying to get you cheaper solar bills.
Yeah. We'll see how the AI copes with cutting that out, eh?
So Vision
what were
Quest,
we talking about?
We're talking about Vision Quest. Look, I thought the trailer was, you know, just as kooky as WandaVision. I don't think it really. I mean, it gives us a whole heap, but doesn't really give us too much at all. It looks like it's all happening inside his own mind. He's kind of sorting through all the data and trying to sort of, you know, process it all by the looks of it.
Yeah, I like the fact that we've got James Darcy back as Jarvis. Did you watch Agent Carter, the TV series?
Agent Carter, he was fantastic in Agent Carter. He was really good.
It was a really good show. Yeah. We loved that at our place.
I feel like some of those Marvel shows were probably ahead of their time. And I think if they'd sort of released them now, I think they might have, you know, hit a little bit better after the characters were fully established in the films.
I think they were just. I mean, it's not like they were a long time ago, but I think they were sort of a product of their time. They were pre-streaming shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I loved. I still love, and in my mind, it's all still canon. I know they say it's. I don't know that it's not or whatever, but as far as I'm concerned, that and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are both. That and Agent Carter are both canon. But yeah, no, I'm really excited a bit by Vision Quest. I thought the trailer looked much more action packed than I expected. I knew that James Spader was going to be doing a voice, but I didn't realize he was actually going to be in it. I think that looks brilliant. I think it's Ola Kelly as well, one of the actresses that's in the show. She was from Star Trek Picard, and we really enjoyed her in that.
Right.
And she seems to be playing another one of.
She plays Friday.
Friday,
yeah. She plays Friday.
They've recast her, I think, because the person that did the voice was a different actress. But
okay.
But that's okay. That happens.
Yeah. Well, these are all These are all the voices that we've had over the years of, the assistants, the AI assistants, and then so I think he said in the trailer, no robot mode, or he wanted human mode, or whatever he referred it to, and so we got James Spader instead of Ultron.
Why did he want him in human mode though?
That's a great question, right? So it'll be interesting to see what that's all about. It's also got I mentioned last week that I've been doing a rewatch of 12 Monkeys, and it's got Emily Hampshire in it, and she plays Edith. I'm really looking forward to seeing what she does, because I think she's a really talented actor. So yeah, I think it'll be good. Look, it's worth a go. Let's see how it travels. I believe that it's coming out on the 14th of October.
It's not that far away.
Plus, if you've got Disney Plus, you can check it out on there. Not a sponsor, but should be.
Definitely.
What other trailers you got?
What have I got next on the list? I've got Percy Jackson. I don't think you still haven't caught up with Percy Jackson, have you?
No, I'll wait until this one's done. So
did you watch the trailer for this one? Yeah.
Look, it's epic, right? It's an epic show, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, they don't spare any expense on the special effects and the prosthetics and all that sort of stuff on that show, and it really shows. If people are into that sort of thing and they haven't been watching Percy Jackson and the Olympians, I'd encourage them to, because it's a really good show, and they just keep adding really good cast members as well. There's some really good ones coming. Ming-Na Wen and I've forgotten her name from. It's her that plays Laura Kinney, X-23, in the Deadpool, Wolverine, and Logan.
I
hate that I've forgotten her name, but they just keep adding really top-notch cast members to the cast as well. So I thought that trailer that looked great. It blew me away. So we also had, of course, Star Wars Ahsoka Season 2.
That looks
finally.
I think we're getting the Star Wars that fans have been asking for a while, right?
Yeah. How so?
I just think that we've got some epic battles. We've got, I think we've got some really good storytelling coming up. I don't think that anything that Star Wars has released in the past has been bad, but I think that what may be lacking is that we haven't had a lot of space battle in Star Wars for a while. And so I think that I remember when they'd started filming Ahsoka 2, I think it was Jon Favreau or maybe even Dave Filoni, can't remember who it was, but they said, expect some really big battles in the new season. What is it, 2 years, 3 years since we've had Ahsoka?
I think it's almost 3.
So I believe that this will essentially give us that time period. So it's going to there's been a long period of time between Ahsoka 1 and Ahsoka 2, and so we'll see what they've been doing in that time period. So that'll be good. It'll be good to see.
It certainly does look like it, as you say. It's got a lot of the Star Wars elements.
The tropes. Those tropes of Star Wars.
Like plenty of lightsaber battles, and there's a lot of space battle type stuff in the trailer. Like I hope that the amount that we saw in the trailer is reflective of what we see in the show. I imagine it probably will be. I think that particularly these characters, lend themselves to that sort of thing. Rebels had lots of action and space battles and lightsaber battles. So I think that they're definitely going to try and transfer that, particularly into this second season. But I was really excited to see that. I'm really excited to rewatch season 1 because I think I've rewatched some episodes since the first one came out, but I think especially given the little extra bit of time that we've got between now and when it's coming out, I think it's probably a good idea to revisit the entirety of season 1.
Yeah. Oh, look, I just actually recently watched Ahsoka season 1, and I really enjoyed the rewatch. Actually, I probably picked more up watching it a second time. That was the first time that I'd done a rewatch. So I mean, we've still got a while to wait though. I mean, it's not until January 27 till we actually get season 2. I mean it's only 5 months.
I know that. I know that seems like a long way away, but especially us that consume so much of this sort of stuff, we've got lots between now and then to keep us busy. It genuinely will be here before we know it, I think.
Yeah, definitely. But looking forward to that one.
Yeah, so while we're on Star Wars, also they showed at D23, although it was leaked from multiple sources. I imagine you've seen it, but they had a bit of a clip or a trailer for Star Wars Starfighter as well, the Sean Levy, Ryan Gosling movie. Did you see that?
Yeah, look, it didn't really give us too much, but I did like what we saw. I just want to see a big trailer, right? That's what I'm looking forward to. Is to give us sort of a flavor. I mean, they gave us a dynamic between the two characters. And it's always hard to, on elite footage, it's always hard to get the full effect of what they're trying to achieve by that as well. I think they bad, that type of thing.
No, I thought it looked really good. I think they definitely gave us a flavor, but I think that's all they gave us. They wanted to sort of show us what the product's going to feel like. And
I love the jacket he's wearing.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it's almost like a skull and crossbones with the rebel symbol upside down.
Very much. And I'm interested behind the story behind that. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. It almost seems a bit too cool to me, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the story reason behind it is.
Have you seen the interview that Ryan Gosling just recently did?
I don't think I have.
Happy, Sad, Confused.
I haven't.
So apparently, Tom Cruise turned up on set and shot a scene, and so
we knew that. They'd mentioned that at one stage. Apparently it's a lightsaber battle in like a water environment or something.
Yeah, it's actually like a marsh. Think of I've seen a still clip of Tom Cruise actually with the camera in the mud with one of the characters in the mud. It's a bit like the scene out of Neverending Story with Atreyu and Artax. That type of it's quite swampy and muddy, and apparently Ryan Gosling was off set that day, and Tom just like flew in on his helicopter, landed it, grabbed the camera, started shooting, and then by the end of it he was done and he was in his helicopter and he was gone. So
classic Tom Cruise, jump out of a helicopter, jump into a puddle, save Hollywood.
Yep, exactly. So I'll be interested to see what that scene looks like now that we know what it is, and whether he's got some directorial chops in there.
Yeah, I've got no doubt that it'll be a bit of fun. You know my feelings on Tom Cruise. I really like I really like what Tom Cruise produces as a movie maker, and I think that him being involved in a little bit of Star Wars in this way is really it's quite an honor, a feather in the cap for Star Wars. It's a feather in the cap for Tom. I like it. It's a nice little bit of synergy.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else?
Just the Avengers Doomsday.
That one.
I don't think they called it a trailer. They called it a special look.
Oh,
but it had a lot.
It was a trailer. Was that big?
It was a trailer. Yeah, it had a lot of different stuff in it. What did you make of that one?
Yeah, look, it was. I was actually really excited. I think this was the trailer that they should have just held out for at Comic-Con and just played it at D23. Like,
well, they're obviously meant to complement each other, aren't they?
Yeah, but I didn't think we needed the other one. I think this did a great job of giving us really a great look at the dynamic between Fantastic Four and Doom. We look at Doom and we can really see that, there's two sides to him. We've got some serious issues between, Doom and Thor. For someone that wields magic and also science together, he's going to definitely give Thor a run for his money. So I'm really I really liked this trailer a lot. I thought it was great. And really looking forward to it. It hasn't changed my opinion. It's just made me excited, for December.
Yeah. I love that you're saying we didn't need the first one, because the only reason that you're saying that is because you'd already seen it all in leaks.
Plus, it was just a combo of all the other ones that we'd seen that they just
but it was only a combo. It was only a combo of all the other ones you'd seen because you'd seen all the leaks. There was heaps of stuff in that first one that I hadn't seen because I hadn't seen any of the leaks.
Oh, well, when you've got your finger on the pulse, you see these things. So
you got your finger shoved in the VPN port. That's what it is.
Do I need to play it for you?
No, not for this one. No.
Okay.
You got to keep it handy though. Use it wisely. It's like a lantern. It's like a lantern's power ring. You got to use it responsibly.
Oh right, okay, all right, sure. It's good to know. Anything else that you saw that?
Not in regard to trailers. I know there were other ones because they had stuff like clips of John Favreau's Oswald show, which I'm fascinated about, and
I'm looking forward to that.
Princess Diaries, like the Princess Diaries and all that sort of stuff. But there was too much. Like I couldn't write it all down.
Yeah, no. There was a lot. There definitely was a lot of trailers. And I think that while we're talking about it, we'll move on from trailers. We'll just talk about some of the big announcements at D23, and chime in, MJ, anytime. We got sort of a little bit of a look at The Incredibles 3, which I'm really excited about.
We saw the villain. Apparently, I didn't see. Apparently,
it was only a shadow. We didn't really get a good look at who the villain was, what they actually looked like. So yeah, I'm interested to know what that kind of looks like. But
it's obviously going to be someone
get a first look at it.
Yeah, it's obviously going to be someone big and something fun if they're sort of sizzling it at D23. They're obviously they're highlighting it as something for us to keep our eye on, which is exciting.
Yeah, and this is more about the kids. This is more about the kids and less about the adults this time round. So the kids are taking the lead on this. I believe that. Yeah, well, it sounds like my house too. I believe that this is sort of showing the side of what happens when heroes get older, and how they can't keep up with they want to, but they can't. So I think it's dealing a little bit with an age issue, and I think that's kind of a good way of stepping into this, because I mean, they might be superheroes, but they're also human at the same time, and so they've got human problems, and I kind of like that. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the villain will be someone epic. I'm really looking forward to 3. It's been a long time since we've had an Incredibles film, and so I can't wait until that comes out. I mean, but we've still got a long way. I mean, it's not going to be coming out until 2028 in June. So that's a year and practically a year and a half away. So, but look, it's going to be a fun ride.
We'll just have to keep busy. We'll just have to keep busy with our reading and our watching nerd stuff.
Oh, gee, I don't know if I can do that. The other announcement was Kingdom Hearts, the series. This was an interesting one. It's going to be done by the Visions team, I believe. So that's really, really interesting. This is obviously based on the game, and sort of it reimagines. From my understanding, it's like the iconic characters of like Disney characters that reimagined. Is that would I be right in saying that?
I was hoping that you would know, because I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't played the game, so I don't know.
No, like I know that it's a beloved. It's a couple of games at least, I think. They look beautiful, and the still images that we got from it are gorgeous. So I have to confess, I don't know too much about it. It looks like a melding of the Disney world and anime.
Yeah.
And I'm here for that, especially if it's got some of the Visions people involved. I think that's really exciting. I'm eager to learn. So. Maybe if any of our listeners can sort of summarize Kingdom Hearts, what it is, what the appeal of it is, let us know, because I'm eager to learn.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, if anybody wants to educate us, you can follow. You can actually join the conversation on Pulp Culture Pod on all our socials.
Mansplain back at us.
Yeah. Well, tell us. Yeah, we'd love to know. Like you say, we'd love to be educated on the world. Those millions of fans of Kingdom. What is it? Kingdom Hearts, isn't it? Kingdom Hearts. I was going to say Kingdom of Hearts, but it's Kingdom Hearts. Interesting.
Let's move on, Gramps.
Yeah. Okay. Back in my day, Pixar announced a new animated film, which I am actually really interested in. Called Ghost Market. Did you see that?
I saw much of the clip that they released. Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, it looks fun. It's the first time that Pixar's sort of dipped their toe into the supernatural. So I'm interested to see where that goes and what comes out of it. It looks fun. I mean, from that little bit of found footage and running down the street and all the rest of it, I think it's going to be. It looks like it'll be a good time to go see it in the cinema.
I don't think that anyone's got any reason to anticipate a Pixar project that it's going to be anything short of at least great. Yeah. So and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, but another one that's not due until 2028. So it's going to be big couple of years coming up for us, because in November 2029 we're going to get Coco 2. So we saw a couple of little bits and pieces out of that. They were more stills than anything else. But all the characters are back. Miguel's no longer a boy anymore. He's a teenager, and he's got the fade on the side of his hair and a better guitar, and so this I really enjoyed Coco, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what this one sort of brings.
Coco was a really special film. I haven't cried like that in a movie for a very long time, and ever since as well, I think. I was, that one really got me, so I am looking forward to seeing what they do and how they move forward with that story. But I'm gonna have to make sure I take tissues to that one.
maybe the popcorn box. Maybe the popcorn, tub is like, something to do with Coco. Maybe it's a guitar, and so you can put like, your popcorn in one, and then the tissues are in the next part. So you can dab your eyes and eat your popcorn at the same time.
Yeah, that's pitch that one at the Disney Imagineers. We'll see what they
see sure. What they make of that. They'll say thanks for coming.
They'll say, who let you in?
Yeah. Who's this guy? 2027, August 6th, we're going to get the Bluey movie. So we saw a very quick 30 seconds of Keep It Uppy, and which was great, and it's going to be in CG. That was the interesting. I think nobody was expecting that. That was a bit of a surprise, and I think that was. I think it's great. I really do. I think it's going to be awesome.
I think it's fun, and I like that they're using the opportunity to try something different, because just because they're using CG and that doesn't mean that in future stuff on television it has to be CG. It's a model that's successfully been used by Nickelodeon with SpongeBob. I'm excited for that. That's going to make a mint, that movie.
Oh, billions. It'll probably be. I reckon it'll be the biggest animated film of all time. It's a big call, but I honestly believe that it'll sell more tickets than any other animated film around the world. And I think the biggest one is like $3 billion, and it's a Chinese production. But I honestly believe that this will beat it. I think it's going to be massive.
Wouldn't be at all surprised. It's going to be interesting to see. When's Bluey out?
That's not until next year. So August 6th. That's scheduled for. So I'm guessing that probably the start of next year we'll probably get a full trailer on what that adventure looks like. But whatever it will be, it'll be super fun, and really looking forward to going and seeing that in the cinema. That's for sure.
I love the thought that I don't know what else is coming out next sort of late summer in America, but I love the thought of like Marvel and DC and Star Wars and stuff all scrambling to get out of Bluey's way.
Look. I mean, they're all Disney productions that you're talking about there. So I don't think that I think they'll give this a lot of air. And I think that anybody that wants to go up against it, it'll be like a Barbageddon or a Doomsday, one of these types where you can go see one and go see the other with the family type thing. So I imagine that whatever goes up against it will be polar opposite. It'll be massive, but there's nothing that I can see on the schedule as of yet that sort of suggests what's going to go up against that one. But Bluey's going to be at the top of its game for a large number of weeks, even probably a couple of months, I reckon. When it's released, that's for sure. Talking about animated films. This is the live action from the animated film Tangled. So we got a first look at Tangled, again, look, it's a really interesting beast that Disney are. They've had a couple of really good hits, and then they've had a few swings and misses when it comes to doing live action films. And I'm not saying that they're bad films by any means. It's just I just think that sometimes the translation obviously doesn't resonate very well with the audience. But it looks like Tangled's going to be quite a good production. I mean, they're shooting in Europe. I believe I think it's even in Italy. I mean, the sets are going to be authentic, and I think it's going to be. It looks great. It really does look great, and I mean we've got a good cast as part of that as well.
Yeah, no, I think it looks really good, and I'm excited for it. Tangled's a great. The animated version of Tangled's a great film. For parochial reasons, I'm hoping that it does well because Tegan Croft, who's playing Rapunzel, is an Australian actress and an alum of the DC Titans TV show.
She was great as Raven.
She was a really good Raven.
Yep.
And so I'm hoping that it does really well. But yeah, the signs so far look really good. I think the still images we've seen so far look great. Yep. So 100%. Yeah, no, I'll be going to see that one.
Yep. You mentioned Oswald. So Oswald is sort of Jon Favreau's next sort of production that he's doing outside of Star Wars. So this is going to be on Disney Plus. It'll be a 3-part series, which will be streaming on Disney Plus in February next year.
I'm fascinated by this.
So for those of you who might not know, Oswald was the first character that Walt Disney created, and he did a short animated. It was sort of just to introduce people to the type of animation that could be produced, I believe. But yeah, Oswald
the Lucky Rabbit, I think it was called.
Yeah. So this is great. It's good that they're finally going back to their roots of the original sort of Disney character, and I'm really interested to see what this will be like. It looks like it's a combo of both live action and CG. So
I'm not sure that it's CG. I had heard somewhere that it's actually like sort of hand painted 2D animation. Like they're trying to keep it. I'm not sure that I'm not positive. Like I haven't looked into it too much, but I believe that there might be sort of a more hands-on, handmade aspect to it, which awesome. They're trying to sort of stay faithful to the origins of the character and animation. But I'm really interested by this one. I've been an animation fan and a Disney animation fan my whole life. And I was really interested in 2024 when we were in California and we went to Disney's California Adventure. As you walked into the park, they had a whole Oswald setup, merch and all sorts of stuff, and I was surprised to see it because I thought that it was only sort of old school, animation nerds that knew about Oswald. But it's obviously a character whose profile Disney's been trying to raise over recent times for, I guess, nostalgia reasons, and I'm here for it. Jon Favreau really seems to have similar sort of sensibilities to our type of nerd. I really love the projects he chooses, and yes, I don't think he's let us down yet. So I'm really excited to see what's involved in that one. I think it'll be great.
Yeah, agreed. We got Ice Age. We got a new Ice Age film, Boiling Point, which will be start of next year. That apparently that's going to theaters. That's an interesting one. I would have thought that would have just gone to streaming. It's been quite a number of years since the last Ice Age.
Ice Age movies make money. People love them. So I'm not surprised it's going to theaters. That'll make a lot of money.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how that travels. But look, there's not too many Ice Ages that they can do after this, because this is they're getting into this is called Boiling Point.
It's grim.
Yeah, unless they could do another one. They could call it Ice Age Tar Pit.
Yeah. That's a geology joke. I really think that Ice Age is just one of those brands that people know that they can take kids of all ages to see, and they're going to have a good time. Like the Minions and like Toy Story and all of that sort of stuff. So I do. I think it'll make a lot of money. I'm not sure that I'll see it at the cinema. I think I'll probably wait till it.
I kind of agree.
I'm pretty sure I'm not up to date with all of the other ones. I enjoy the Ice Age films, but I definitely am not all over the whole series.
Probably the last two. Yeah. So what's this, 5 or 6? I think this is now in the series.
19, I think.
19, right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Ice Age 19.
One surprise that I noticed at D23 was the announcement of Romy and Michelle coming back.
Hadn't you heard about that one?
No, I hadn't heard about that one. That was a surprise to me.
I could be wrong, but I think they've been filming for a little while. Like I knew that one was coming. I'd seen.
So this is a sequel to Lisa Kudrow and Mira Sorvino's Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, which was done 2000s? I would say probably early 2000s.
Yeah, it's at least a 20-plus-year-old film, I think. But I'd seen Mira Sorvino posting about it. She's really excited to be getting back into that and revisiting those characters. So I think it's great. I love these sequels that take a long time and revisiting these beloved characters. I think it's wonderful. If you're going to have sequels, then why not revisit some of these characters? Often they work out. Sometimes they don't. I'm not looking at last Beverly Hills Cop, but that
was a hard watch. That was a hard watch. It really was a hard watch. Yeah,
it was a hard watch. I feel bad for singling it out. No, I don't feel bad for singling it out. But
no, because it was a different production. The hard part about Beverly Hills Cop is that Eddie Murphy didn't want to have a trademark laugh like he did. And so he spent years training himself not to laugh like that anymore. And so not to have Axel Foley laugh like that was like a sure sign that something had really changed about the character as well.
Yeah.
So that was a really hard watch. Because I love Beverly Hills Cop and I love Beverly Hills Cop 2. Can't say much about 3, but I really, they're definitely on a yearly rewatch for me. And so
first one's an 80s classic for me. Like it would be.
It's right up there with like 48 Hours, just typical Eddie Murphy. The reins are off and he's going wild in the paddock. So
great supporting cast, great locations. It's a brilliant movie. I think that was why I was disappointed by the last one, but
agreed. It felt very studio, right? Studio controlled, studio written, studio shot. It just felt this wasn't anything really authentic about it. And just sort of rehashing everything. But Lilo and Stitch number 2 has been announced in May 28.
This is a live action sequel, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct. Yep. And he's getting a pink friend named Angel. So I don't know too much about the Lilo and Stitch lore and what aliens look like what, but I believe this one sort of looks a little bit like Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy with like 2 little antenna that light up. Maybe I'll use that as our grab for those that are watching. For those that aren't, I'm doing my little antennas.
I'm not throwing shade at Lilo and Stitch 2, but all I'm going to say is that Angel is going to sell a lot of merch.
Oh, for sure, 100%. That's coming out in May 28th, so that's still a little while away. But Lilo and Stitch did a roaring business at the cinemas. I think it was close to $1 billion. So I can't see any reason why the next one won't. We mentioned a couple of weeks back we got our first look at Gatto. So that's Mark Ruffalo is doing the voice of a cat. This is an interesting swing for this one. This is a Disney and Pixar film combined, and it's more of a 2D animation one. and that's going to be out next year in March. I believe it's like a heist sort of style film with mobsters and cats and stuff. So, yeah, I'm not too sure about this one, but we'll have to wait and see.
Again, if it's coming out of Pixar, we've got every reason to be optimistic.
Yeah, I hope so. The last one that's on my notes, and let me know whether I've missed anything, is the big announcement that we got at D23, which we have our new X-Men announced. We had I thought I'd stop for a second. We had,
but now you're back.
Yeah, we had our cast announced. So we've got Chris Abbott, who is he's going to be playing Charles Xavier. That's a really interesting one. It's our first non-British Charles Xavier. So whether he has the British accent or not, or whether he's just going to have a high society sort of American accent, I'm not too sure. But
be interesting.
Yeah. So he's going to be playing that. Samara Weaving, which we had heard earlier, which was Emma Frost. Kit Connor, who is playing Cyclops. We had the announcement also. We already know that Sadie Sink's going to be in the film. I don't know if we talk about that because some people might have seen Spider-Man or might not have seen Spider-Man. We'll wait one more week and then we're going to start spoiling it, I think.
No need to get into too much detail.
Yeah, she dies anyway. So
you've done it now.
And we got which we had been talking about prior, and I think it was actually last week or the week before when I said that the rumor mill was pretty ripe, and we had Indy Navarrete who would be playing Rogue, and Maya Boyd, who is playing Storm. So, I think the biggest one out of that is Indy Navarrete. Everybody wants her at the moment, and I think Disney's done a really good job of locking her down into a multi-film deal. All of them really. Did you see the announcement when that
it's a good get. It's a good get for Marvel and Disney, but it's a good get for her as well.
Absolutely. If you see,
I think we're breaking up a bit, but if you're asking whether I've seen Obsession or not, I haven't seen Obsession.
Did you see the announcement?
I saw clips of the announcement. Yeah, I didn't have heaps of time to sit down and watch like whole panels and stuff, but I saw some of the announcement. Yeah.
So so it was also announced that Adam Driver is going to be the villain in this. It was I don't know if you saw that part specifically, but he said, I'm on set. And so he can't be there, but wanted to announce to the world that he was going to be Magneto, and the crowd went wild, absolutely wild. And he went, "Oh, what?" And he was looking off camera and said, "Oh, I'm not playing Magneto," and everyone went, "Oh." And then he said, "Oh, I'll be playing Nathaniel Milbury," and that went over like a ton of bricks because, unless you're an X-Men fan, you're not going to know who Nathaniel Milbury is. If you haven't been watching X-Men 97, then you wouldn't know who he is. And, he could have said, "Oh, I'm going to be Mr. Sinister," but he used the name of the character that he was before Mr. Sinister. So, yeah, that was a really unfortunate thing. Like, they went to a lot of trouble.
He's a cheeky boy, isn't he, Adam Driver?
Yeah, well, they went to a lot of trouble to make the announcement, but it didn't land very well. It was a very bumpy ride, that's for sure.
I don't think Adam Driver's necessarily very comfortable in those environments.
But anyway, look, I'm excited to see what he's going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited. I think he's going to be a great villain. We've already seen him be an iconic villain in one of our big franchises, and Mr. Sinister is a really fun character. As you say, a lot of people don't know who Mr. Sinister is. Producer Kim even asked me who Mr. Sinister was. She hasn't been watching all of X-Men 97, and she certainly hasn't seen much of the old series. So it was new to her. But and I've read some really good Mr. Sinister in the comics over the last few years. So I'm really excited to see what they do with him as a villain. Lots of fun and lots of potential for story, and I think it's going to be great.
Yep. Talking about big films, the only last two on my list was Zootopia 3 has been announced, which I'm really excited about. I've loved the last two films. I thought they were fantastic. This one looks like we've got birds involved this time around for 3, which is great. And the one that again will be another $1 billion film, which is Frozen 3, which is and so I'm looking forward to that as well.
There was a lot of there was a lot of buzz around who the villain or antagonist in that's going to be as well. So that'll be interesting.
Which is like an evil Elsa, I believe.
Yeah, I again only just saw little clips, but as you say, Frozen 3 will make a fortune. But I'll be excited to see it, to be honest, because I'm not cynical about the Frozen movies. I thought the first one was obviously amazing, and the second one was really good too. So I'm excited to see that and see what new music they come up with as well. Zootopia, it seems to be a franchise that they're really leaning into, because we probably won't get into a lot of park news here, but I think there was an announcement that they're building a large Zootopia land at Disneyland. It's a franchise that they're obviously really leaning into, and I think that's great, because like you said, it's both the first movies have been magnificent. They're feasts for the eyes and just really good fun. They're telling some really good stories about relationships and life in general. And I'm looking forward to the third film.
Yep, 100%. Any other news that you've got on yours that's worthy of mentioning?
A couple of bits of news, neither of which have anything to do with D23, but I just thought I'd mention that A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the Game of Thrones show, season 2 of that's finally wrapped. They had some problems shooting that at one stage, and production got completely shut down because of some wildfires or floods or something over there. So it's nice to hear that they've finally finished that, because
and that'll be out next year, won't it? So
it will, yeah. So I'm really excited that they've managed to lock that down, because there's obviously a time sensitivity issue there with the young actor that plays Egg in A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. So I'm pleased to hear that's in the can. The only other thing I thought I'd mention is that the new Astor program came out a couple of days ago, and I won't get into it like I perhaps normally do, but I will mention, and I know you know this, but they're showing Transformers the movie, the 40th anniversary screening, as you can see there,
for the whole week. For the whole week.
I think there's one day where they're not showing it. To be fair, I think there's like a gap, but yeah, they are. They're clearing their slate for the whole week. I'm going to invite you on I'm going to invite you on a date.
Oh, a mandate?
Yeah, I'm going to invite you on a mandate, because how long has it been since you've seen a movie at the Astor?
It's been a while. I do want to go see Big Trouble in Little China.
Because it's another one.
I think it's next month. So I definitely want to see that. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been. So yeah, we should definitely do a Transformers.
I've got a date circled that we won't be podcasting and I won't be working, and
let's do it.
I'm down.
Yeah, live from the Astor. Yeah, I love it.
My turn.
Is that all? Is that all your news?
Yeah, that's all my news. Like that's. I mean, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. That's pretty big news.
That is huge news.
Yeah, I mean, there's other highlights as well. They're showing both the Blade Runners together.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
They're showing The Thing.
Oh,
which is I know another one of your favorites. Terminator 2. They're showing. They've got a few sessions of that.
Good.
Yes, no, good stuff. Good stuff always.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll have to try and get to Transformers, and
for sure.
Maybe we'll have to do a bit of a mini pod afterwards.
Oh, for sure. Maybe we can interview some of the audience. That'd be fun.
Some punters.
Some punters. Get their reviews. Get their reviews.
Walking up to randos in St Kilda, it always ends well.
Absolutely, it will. Yes.
Yes. No, that's about all I've got for the Zest and for news.
Sure, I've got a couple of smaller things to mention. I believe that we know that that Marvel have been doing some of those special presentations, like the Werewolf by Night, etc., where they do sort of these one-offs. From my understanding,
Punisher.
What's that? Sorry, Punisher.
Punisher.
Apparently,
Punisher.
Yeah, Heroes for Hire special presentation is in the works.
Okay, so is that what Luke Cage and Iron Fist, or?
Correct. Yeah.
Perfect.
So really interested to see what that looks like. Maybe that's something that they're doing around the same time as doing Daredevil season 3. It would make sense. I would say that we'll get that probably on the back of Daredevil season 3. So at this stage, there's nothing else.
That's awesome news. No, I'd love to see some more from Luke Cage and Iron Fist. That's for sure. It's going to be interesting to see what we see in Daredevil season 3. But if they can get a little bit of a showcase of their own, I think that'd be wonderful.
Yeah, agreed. The last little bit of news that I have, and you probably already know about this being in the store at All Star, is that DC Comics are doing the Start Here initiative, where they're going to be releasing $1 US. It will be. What's that? A couple of bucks, $2 maybe.
It'll probably be a couple of bucks. Yeah.
And these are reprintings of first editions. So it'll be Batman from 2011, number 1, which was the New 52 launch, I believe. We had Batman in 2016, number 1, which was the Rebirth launch.
Yep.
We've got Batman Dark Patterns, number 1. And then we've got Batman White Knight, number 1, which I absolutely loved. So it's interesting that they're starting out with it's all Batman. I when I heard that it was a Start Here initiative, I thought that maybe they might do a Batman, a Superman, they might have the trio in there. But look, I mean, you've got to start somewhere, I suppose, and this is good jumping off point, right?
Like whether people like it or not, I think starting with Batman is starting strong. Batman's still a large percentage of sales for Batman for DC Comics, and not just Batman, but the extended Batman family. If you include all the other stuff like Nightwing and Batgirl and everything else, it makes up a large percentage of DC's stable, and that's just facts. So I think that it's quite a good idea for them to be starting with Batman and getting what no doubt will be a win under their belts, and then they can go on from there. But I think it's really great. I think that it's the compact comics that we've talked about many times before. They're a value product. And I think that that's obviously been inspiring to DC Comics and to the people that do the numbers. And so I think that this is a great initiative and a great idea, and I think it comes at a really great time too. I'm sure that a lot of these people that have been coming in and being drawn in by things like Absolute Batman and the Absolute series in general will pick up some of these and hopefully head down some reading avenues that are more of the mainstream universe. And I think that these 4 that they've chosen are really great places to start. Like, you know, Batman #1 from 2011 is the start of the Court of Owls series.
Unreal series.
It's also the beginning of the Scott Snyder stuff.
And Greg Capullo.
Greg Capullo as well, but it's like I always tell people that, you know, if you really want to get into Absolute Batman and you don't mind doing a bit of reading, that's the place to start, because that's where Scott Snyder's journey to Absolute Batman began, and I think it's a really great place for people to start. So I think it's a wonderful idea.
I look, DC are really sort of, you know, taking some big swings, and I think it's really paying off for them. And you know, they're trying new stuff, right? They're not sort of continuing to pigeonhole themselves into this. And I really like what they're doing. I mean, it's no secret that we're DC fans anyway. Probably more over Marvel, but saying that too, you've got to look at what they're trying to do with their property, and they really are trying to get it to the masses, and they're doing it respectfully as well, I think, which is really nice.
Yeah. Well, I as you say, you know, we probably do lean more on the DC side, but there's exciting movements happening with Marvel as well. I think we talked about them last week or the week before. You know, they've got their $10 US compact comics coming as well with the Ultimate releases. So they're releasing the Ultimate stories, and I think that's wonderful. I'd love to see both companies do it, and you know, further than that, if they can afford to do it, I'd love to see companies like IDW and Image and that sort of thing do it as well. IDW have done with some of the collections they've done of things like Godzilla and the Rocketeer, Lock and Key, but the better value that they can make them, the lower price that they can make them, the more people are going to read comics, and the more people that I think the more people are going to fall in love with comics like we have. And it's going to make a difference in people's lives, because it's a lifeblood. It's an introduction to this community that we love so much, and these conversations that we get energized by. I think it's a wonderful development. I've been met with silence from Nath. I can't hear him. He was so inspired.
The rise of the Red Lanterns has put the universe in peril. Hunting down the Green Lanterns one by one, they seem unstoppable. Does Hal Jordan have the will and the might to stop their hate-fueled rampage? And can he trust their secret weapon, a man who's also their enemy?
Whatever it takes, we stop.
A new episode of Green Lantern, the animated series, Friday at 7:30 on Teletoon.
So good.
What a great series.
I love that show.
Great series.
That's still not on HBO Max, is it?
In the US it is, but not here in Australia. I believe I've been doing a little bit of digging about that actually, and I believe that it's all got to do with, again, we've got some licensing rights issues. I believe that
it's like the last series of, at least the last series of Young Justice as well. I've still never seen it because it's never been.
Oh, really?
Was, as far as I know, it's never actually been shown here, and it's still not
Phantoms.
On HBO Max. Yeah.
I think it is here in Australia.
I haven't checked for a while, so I'm happy to be proven wrong.
I think it's on Prime Video, if I remember rightly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Prime Video.
It's difficult. It's difficult to keep up and search. Like, I mean, there's so many places to search now. It's difficult to know where to look for these things. But I'll have to have a look because I've been dying to see that for years. But the Green Lantern show. I'd love for that to be on HBO Max available here, because especially with Lanterns that we're going to talk about a bit later. I really think that it's a good time to be getting into the Green Lantern stuff. The animated films, the original animated films that they've made for Green Lantern, I don't know whether you've seen those, Nath, but they're really good too.
First Flight and Emerald. It was Emerald Dawn, or
I think so.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
The Emerald Knights, maybe.
Emerald Knights, but they're fantastic. They're a great watch. If you let's get into the review.
Bloody Nathan digressed again.
So for those of you who are watching, you might notice that we've turned green, and all for the right reasons, because we
had bad salad.
We had no, definitely not. We're dedicating this episode to all things Green Lantern. And we had the first episode of the Lanterns series, and boy, hasn't that shut up the haters. It really has. It's been fantastic to see.
It has. Has it?
It has. There's been a lot of love for the Green Lantern, for Lanterns. And
I don't want to say I told you so.
They should have just waited. Like we said, it was a teaser, and they weren't giving us much. And it didn't. I don't know about you, but it really didn't disappoint. I've seen it 3 times now. I've watched it 3 times since it's been released.
I've only watched it once, but I definitely intend on watching it at least one more time before next episode.
100% worth it, right? The dynamic. So we've got 3 time periods in this, which we have 1996, 2016, and 2026. Very much in the vein of, when they were comparing it to True Detective, I was trying to work out what that kind of looked like. And I would 100% agree that is very, very accurate. If you're a True Detective fan, then you're really going to enjoy the filmmaking side of this. I really loved how they're sort of approaching it and the lens that they're approaching it from. I think that the dynamic between John Stewart and Hal Jordan is just what we wanted, right? It's just what we wanted between those two. I do find it interesting that he's learning to be a Lantern, but at the same token, I wonder, the way that they're sort of spinning it, that there can only be one owner of the ring, but yet in the comics we've got multiple, for Sector 61. What was it? 281. 2816, 2814. But
2814.
2814, isn't it? Yeah. So I am interested to know how they're sort of spinning that one. For those of you who haven't watched Lanterns, it's on HBO Max. This is essentially a procedural. It will be it is a procedural series that's centered around the comic book series Green Lantern.
I think it's safe to call it a crime drama.
Yeah.
I don't think there's nothing spoilers about calling it a crime drama. It does. It's really got those procedural sort of buddy cop type vibes. But I'm so excited by it. Like you said, the way that Kyle Chandler embodies Hal Jordan, it's almost like I feel like I've never seen him before. I've never seen Hal Jordan before, and I definitely have seen Hal Jordan before. I've seen him in movies, I've seen him in TV, I've read heaps of comics, But the level of complexity of character and just the swagger and the attitude and the way that he's irritating as well. Like he is Hal Jordan. It's so good to watch, and I'm so excited just from this one episode. Like, to think that we're going to get a whole bunch more is really exciting.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, at the end of that episode, I was hoping that they'd drop 2 at the same time, because I really wanted to watch another one.
I reckon this one was enough. Like, it gave us I think it gave us a taste of all of the flavors of what we're going to see. Perhaps except for and again, not to get into spoilers, but location. Like, I think we'll see some different locations that we haven't seen yet.
Agreed.
And did you watch all the way through to the end of the credits and see the next week?
Yes, I did.
And I think that sort of confirms that there is definitely more for us to see. But I think that this first episode really gave us, like, the episode was called Pilot, like, and whether that was because it was a pilot or because it was about a pilot, I don't know. That doesn't matter. But it really was it did feel like a TV pilot. Like, by the time the hour was up, it had given us a glimpse at everything that, every sort of flavor that I think we were going to see. It definitely didn't show us every character that we're going to see, every location that we're going to see. But I just think it really gave us a good idea of exactly how good this show is going to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I mean, the interpretation I got from pilot was that it's like because the definition of pilot is a whole bunch of different things. Like you say, you could be a test pilot, but you're also like a test or a trial. So I kind of looked at it from that sort of lens. And there
was lots of references in the story to flying or not flying as well. So it was very clever.
The interesting part, and I don't think enough people are talking about, we promised that we were going to do this as spoiler free, so we're not going to give anything away. There's obviously a big reveal at the end, which was a bit of a shock. I've got my own theories about that. I'm not going to talk about them because I don't want to spoil it. I don't think that it's what we actually think it is. I think that reveal was there to shock and awe us, but I don't think that is. I think there's more than meets the eye with that scene. And what I don't think that people are talking about enough is the opening scene of this TV series. There is so much to unpack from that first 5 minutes. It's a really, really interesting take. And I don't think it's a spoiler by talking about it either. I think it's not giving anything away. Do you, about talking about that?
I don't think so. I mean, the first 5 minutes has been made available online for close to a week as well. No, go for it.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. So this is Jon Stewart as a boy, like 8 or 10 years old, and they're watching Hal Jordan actually come out and say that he is Green Lantern.
On 60 Minutes.
60 Minutes, and they give sort of a backstory on his life. And he's, a young Jon Stewart is absolutely in awe and fascinated by, what looks like his hero. And then Dad comes home, who's a very obvious military officer, and takes him outside. And I thought he was going to get the beating of a lifetime. I thought, oh, here we go. This is, sort of domestic violence, and it's going to be quite shocking. And this is why he's grown up the way he has. But this is like another level. He takes him outside and asks him if he's and he puts an apple on it. He goes to a wall, and you can see all these holes on the wall. And I thought it was going to be arrow. I thought he was going to fire an arrow at him. I didn't realize the camera pans around, and there's Dad holding a gun, a Beretta, and the boy, the young John Stewart, puts an apple on his head, and Dad fires the gun at him and shoots the apple, just blasts the apple. And he asked him if he's afraid, and he said no, didn't he?
There's a lot going on there. It's there's more questions than answers. And I feel positive that we're going to explore that during this season. And I think it's meant to be it's meant to divide people. It's meant to divide us emotionally. I think we're not meant to know how to feel about that, but I think it's just because we don't have enough information. It's definitely, it doesn't matter how you look at it. It's a shocking thing for a parent to do, but I'm eager to know more about, what sort of informed that whole incident, and obviously the ones that had come before it as well. As you say, we saw how many bullet holes there were in that shed wall.
There was a lot. There was a lot. Been done. It's been done quite a number of times, and I don't think that he's the only one that has had to go through. I kind of got the impression that, the other brothers know what's going to take place. It reminds me of some of these other films or TV series that we've had where the father knows the fate of the future and so is training them, to prepare for the future. And so I kind of get, I'm kind of wondering whether somehow Dad knows something about John's future and he's preparing him for it, if that makes sense.
It certainly seems that way, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how, how sort of a Marine
how do you know, right? How do you know, right? And so
unless someone's told him.
Yeah. Well, that's right. So it'll be interesting to see how that sort of all goes. But overall, I really loved this. This was a great pilot. It really gives us a really clear indicator of what the relationship that Hal and John are going to be like together. And even through those different time periods, they are where they are because of, what they've gone through, and how they work together with that. I'm really just looking forward to the next episode and the one after that.
Yeah. I'm really excited for the whole series. I was a big fan of the HBO Watchmen series that Damon Lindelof, who's involved with this, was involved with. That was one of his babies, and this first episode reminded me of that in tone, and in pace as well. That the first episode of that Watchmen series had a kicker in the end as well. That
it did.
Really sort of made you sit up and take notice. But another thing that we learned about that show that I think is going to perhaps inform this one as well is that it was a real wild roller coaster ride, and there were a lot of different storylines and a lot of different levels, and it was happening on even that show was happening on a cosmic level. It was happening on Earth. It was happening off Earth. It was kind of bonkers, and I suspect that that's what we're going to get here too. So I'm not trying too hard to form theories about exactly why everybody's doing what and all that sort of thing. I'm just sort of enjoying this first taste that we've had, and it was a really good taste. Before we finish talking about it, I definitely want to talk about Aaron Pierre as John Stewart. I just think he's magnificent. Like he embodies John Stewart. Like as far as casting goes, I can't imagine getting it any better. I'm sure there's other actors that could play the role, but man, he's good.
Have you seen Rebel Ridge on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
Right. So I think it was last year's production. Had Don Johnson in it as well. And he's the lead in this film. It's very much like a Rambo-esque, film where he goes to a small town and
gets Aaron Pierre's the lead in this.
Aaron Pierre's the lead, and Don Johnson is the villain in this. And it's very much in the same type of, it's almost like a retelling of Rambo, from a different lens. And he was fantastic in that. Like once I heard that he was going to be Jon Stewart, I could already imagine what he was going to be like based on his performance in Rebel Ridge. And I wonder whether.
Sorry, keep going.
I was just going to say, I wonder whether that it was that performance that they started to take notice of him when they were sort of crafting lanterns in the early stages.
Well, he's got previous DC chops as well.
What was he in?
The first thing that I ever saw him in, he was in. There was a sci-fi show that went for 2 seasons called Krypton.
Oh,
and Aaron Pierre played a role in that as I think he was a Zod. Like I think he was a member of the Zod family, and he was magnificent in that as well. And when he was cast in this, that was what I knew him from. And again, I immediately thought he'll be perfect. So I think you just think he's a really great get. I'm really excited that we're getting to see him in the different time periods. But also I'm really excited that we're going to see him on the big screen in Man of Tomorrow as well. I just think that that character has such potential to take the Green Lantern brand anywhere. I just think that it has the potential to become a really popular favorite and important character, similar to what Jon Stewart was in the Justice League animated stuff. Like he was really a lot of people's favorite character in that, and he was a really meaningful character to a lot of people, particularly black people. It was it was a moment in visibility in comic book media that was really important, and I feel the same sort of thing here, and we need that. And I'm here for it. I think it's awesome, and the start of this ride's been great. I'm looking forward to the rest of the roller coaster.
Yeah, and the effects were good. Like what they used, the constructs. I thought they were great. I really liked what they did. I loved how Hal uses it for all the wrong reasons.
Even because I'd seen that clip of him making the money in one of the trailers, and I sort of thought that I don't know, it didn't sit right with me, but in context in the show, it worked really well. I'm fascinated. I think we're going to see a much more complex version of the Green Lanterns, the Green Lantern Corps, and the power of the ring as well. And like you said, the power structures only having one lantern. Like in the comics, I think it's understood that there's only meant to be one lantern per sector, but it's kind of an arrangement between the writers and the publishers and the readers that it's like, well, but isn't it more fun to have 16 Earth lanterns? Wink, wink. And it is more fun, and we do want different lanterns from Earth. We want the cool one, and we want the other cool one, and we want the goofy dipshit
and the obnoxious one.
Language.
And talking about the obnoxious one, I mean, he's going to be in. It's no secret and it's no spoiler that Guy Gardner will turn up in an episode or two of coming up. So
I can't wait, because I love that crossover energy between what we've seen of Guy in Superman, but not just in Superman. We saw him in Peacemaker as well. He had a really memorable scene in that. I'm really pumped for that, but I'm also excited to see how that works with the story too, especially given the emphasis of there's only meant to be one, and all the marketing, and now in this first episode, there's only meant to be one. So what's Guy's deal?
What's he doing? Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, essentially Guy Gardner is the glue of the DCU at the moment, because he seems to be in everything, right? He's appeared in every single production so far, except for Creature Commandos, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think he's appeared in Creature Commandos, but no,
He
you're
was
not,
in
you're not
Supergirl.
far wrong.
He was in Supergirl. So
yeah, he was. Yeah, that's right.
So,
yeah, he was on the television causing trouble.
Yeah, so he's kind of the glue of the universe at the moment. He's kind of pulling it all together. So
who knew that Nathan Fillion would bring us all together?
Yeah, I did, because I've always been a fan of him and I love him, and so and you couldn't get a better actor playing Guy Gardner.
Give it to me. I can't wait to see more of him.
Yeah, 100%. Other show worth mentioning is the finale of X-Men 97. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have.
Interesting.
No spoilers there.
They all die.
Well, some of them do. Come on, man! Too soon.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, it was. It was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed the finale. One of the things that a lot of people have been saying to me in the shop when I talk to them about X-Men 97, because I've got a great X-Men 97 shirt that I got from Culture Kings, and I keep wearing it to work, and that obviously encourages people to talk to me. And a lot of people said that it was a very busy season, and it was. Like, there's a lot of characters, a lot of storylines, and all that sort of stuff. I think that's just because they know they've got more seasons to tell going forward. But this last episode sort of ties up that whole cliffhanger that we had from season 1, which again, I'm not going to spoil, but I was really moved by the end of this episode and this season.
It definitely left us very different from the first season. It definitely. You know what? I felt probably we had a couple of sort of fill in episodes, and I felt like the last 2 episodes.
But a couple of deviations, I would call them.
Yeah, I just felt that the last 2 episodes were probably a little bit rushed. They could have been padded out a little bit more. I would have liked to have seen that story sort of, maybe over another episode. So
there was definitely a lot going on this season, and I was enjoying it. But I mean, I'm not a an X-Men mega fan, but I'm a big fan. I recognize most of the characters. I know who the teams are. I kind of had some sort of an idea of what was going on. I don't envy anyone who doesn't know all those background characters and stuff. I hope that they find it exciting and makes them want to learn more about those characters. I hope it doesn't just turn them off. But it was like there's no way to argue against it. It was a really busy season. It was highly populated. Yeah,
100%. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, it's definitely worth checking out on Disney Plus. It's now 2 seasons. It's a great way to jump in and get excited about the X-Men, because there's going to be a lot more X-Men coming with Doomsday, and then next year's Secret Wars, which I think where we'll see the new X-Men roster or part of them sort of popping up, as well as the X-Men film, I think, which starts production shortly. So yeah. The only other thing that I wanted to mention that I watched this week was Reacher season 4, episodes 1 through 3. Did you watch those at all?
I have not watched any Reacher. I haven't even watched season 1. So
right. Yeah.
I'm not caught up with it.
Yeah,
I know people love it. But...
Yeah, huge fan. Alan Richardson is awesome. He really sort of embodies the character really well. It's our modern day action hero. And he's right in that class of Bourne and Bond, and he really sort of sits in that wheelhouse. And it's great. It's a lot of fun, and well worth watching.
Start of season 4 hasn't disappointed.
Definitely not. No, it's been and I'm sort of slowly making my way through the books. And when I say slowly, I've only got maybe 4 or 5 to go, but to be up to date. And like I said, this is a great story, and I really love how they've started it. and looking forward to, you know, sort of the weekly drops that they'll do from now onwards. But again, well worth it. Prime, I think it's on Prime Video. So so you know, if you want to watch something that's really good and shot well, acted well, I'd highly recommend Reacher.
It's definitely one that I would like to watch. I just haven't gotten there yet. Alan Richardson is great. Alan Richardson. I don't know why I'm having such trouble with that, but he's great. I loved him in Titans as Hank Hall.
As Hawk. Yep.
As Hawk. Yeah. And at some stage I'd like to catch up with it.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun watch, that's for sure. And then
it's on the list.
Yeah, and at the end of the Reacher, we'll get a spin-off series called Neagley, which is probably his second in command. She's getting her own series now, based on her popularity in the last couple of seasons that she's been in. So, looking forward to speaking about that in, you know, probably about a month's time, which will be fun. Nice. What else? Have you been watching anything else?
The only other thing that I'll mention is I've watched the first 2 episodes of Ted Lasso season 4, and I'm really enjoying that. Good. Ted Lasso is a really joyful, fun show with a great cast, and I'm really enjoying that so far, and I'm sure I'll talk about it again later.
Yeah, perfect. That sounds so good. All right, we're going to go to another commercial break, and we'll be right back.
If you've always wanted to get your hands on Batman, drop into McDonald's, where Batman Returns is on a dramatic series of 32-ounce collector cups with fine, crispy Bat Disc lids straight from the movie. You can pick up a large drink in one of 6 superhero collector cups at a special price when you buy any extra value meal, because what you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
I might have one of those somewhere.
Collector cups?
Yeah, I have a feeling I've got a Batman Returns one. I've definitely got some Batman Forever glasses.
Yeah, look at those. Have you got the series? Have you got the set?
I do. I only had a couple, and then Troy at All Star, being the sort of toy fair guru, and he managed to hook me up with the others. So yeah, I've actually got more than one set now. I've got a bunch of others just in case I inevitably, I don't want to say it, but break one. But and I use these all the time. They're my favorite glasses. So
yeah, they're amazing.
Batman Forever.
Laser cut glass.
They are stunning. Yeah, I love them.
Yeah. So much detail. It's amazing. It's amazing that we got them for so cheap at the time too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right,
bring them back. Let's do it for let's do them for the Batman too. We want Clayface ones. Let's do them for Clayface.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, do them for Clayface.
This is another business idea. We'll talk about this offline. All right.
Okay.
Don't want to give away too much. All right, let's get into the aisle.
Stay away, you vultures.
All right, what have you been reading this week?
I've been reading heaps this week, and I'm not going to talk about all of it because it's too much.
Yeah. Yep. What's your highlights?
My highlights. Here's the first one. I got an advanced copy of this.
Hey, isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it is. It's gorgeous. The Flower by our friend and last week's co-host Benji Bajorek.
Yep.
This is his book that he's sort of pumping up for the Make Festival in this is October.
Yep.
Yeah. He got these back from the publisher a bit quicker than anticipated. Check these out. It's all on newsprint. It feels amazing. Yeah. So
does it smell? Does it smell like newsprint?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting high off the fumes.
Getting high off life. No, it is. It's gorgeous. He wanted to get it done in like a Euro magazine style format, so it's bigger than a normal comic. And yeah, on the newsprint was something that he wanted to do, and I'm really pleased that he has. He's really pleased with how it came out, and I can see why, because it's just gorgeous. I'll whip through that. I'm sure I'll read it again. And yeah, if you want to get your own copy, you can either go and see Benji at the Make Festival when it's on, or you can access it through his socials, which is what I did. Nice. And he'll hook you up with a copy. But yeah, no, I strongly encourage you to do it. It's a really good read too. Not to do a full review or anything like that, but it doesn't have a whole lot of words in it, which I really love. I love, comics that either have no words or very few words.
Yeah.
It's visually sort of magnificent. It's one of Benji's earlier works, a reproduction of that. But really, really good fun. If you like Blade Runner or Tarantino or any of that sort of stuff, you'll really enjoy that.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's great.
Do you want to have a go before I keep going on? What have you been reading?
I got my hands on Mask issue number 3 from Dan Waters and Pied Parr.
How'd you find that?
What's that?
How'd you find it?
Yeah, it was great. It just keeps getting better. I with each issue, and I mean, we're only in 3 issues now, but with each issue, it just keeps stepping up a notch. And I just love what they're doing. I saw that Kirkman this week or in the last week was sort of saying that he really wants to sort of mix it up with comics and bring it to, bring it back to like the 90s where every week was every issue was like a cliffhanger, and that there was, always something to talk about after each issue. I really just loved every moment of it. I really don't know what's going on with the end, with that last page, and what that actually means, because that's again outside of the Mask lore, if you want to call it that. But I do wonder whether this is just another way of introducing another character that maybe is associated with Void Rivals or Transformers, or I'm guessing maybe it's Void Rivals. That's
well, if you don't know, then I certainly don't. But
I'm
really enjoying it. I'm up to date with Mask as well, and I'm really enjoying the series. And yeah, I don't have a whole lot of background with the property, so I love Pied Parr's art. And yeah, I'm really enjoying the story so far. I feel like we've only just scratched the surface, even with only 3 issues. But I'm definitely in for the long haul. It's been really fun.
Yeah. The only other one that I've got that's worthy of discussing is Transformers 35, which is another great issue. We've got Jason Howard back on doing the panels again, which he does a fantastic job. It's nice to see chunky robots again instead of slim down anorexic Manjaro injected robots in disguise.
They weren't that bad. I liked them.
Well, I don't know. But this is a great story where we're getting a little bit more of the Decepticons and what's going on with them at the moment, and what's leading up to, I can only imagine, a fairly big story. We've got Wheeljack, who's on the Shard, and he's made a fairly interesting discovery, which I think that's leading into a really big story. So I think they're really sort of setting up the dominoes at the moment to start falling and making a bigger scene than what we're actually seeing at the moment. So there's definitely some some story story building at the moment to something that's going to be big, I reckon, in 40. So
yeah, well, with everything that I've read this week, I have not read that issue yet. So
that will die.
I'll probably get to it within the next. Well, I won't bother now. I'll get to that within the next week.
Yeah, definitely well worth it. What else have you been reading?
I wanted to there's this one that I just wanted to mention because this is the start of a new series.
So I've got it. I just haven't read it yet.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Yeah, Batman and Robin Year One dynamic duos. A great start, a great restart to one of my favorite series of last year.
And one of our favorite artists too, who's doing the work in that. Yeah, Sammy.
No, it's as always spot on. So that's really good, and I'm sure we'll talk about that more as the series goes on.
Yeah, for sure.
I've also been reading this one, and this is a bit melancholy for me because this has been one of my favorite things in comics for the last sort of few years. But I'm reading the final chapter of Cami Garcia and Gabrielle Piccolo's Teen Titans young adult series. This one, as you can see, is called Teen Titans Together. And I think I've got a chapter left, and I've kind of paused because I don't want it to be over. This series started a few years ago with Raven, and we've had Raven, and then Raven loves Beast Boy and Starfire and the Robins, and I just love these things. I think they're really great. I think they're very fresh. It's obviously a different universe to the main one, but I just think that these versions of the Titans are wonderful. I've been reading that. I might do a more comprehensive review of that next week, I think, once I've finally finished it up. And the other thing, one of the reasons I haven't finished reading that is because I've been given some homework by All Star. I've got to do a review of these in the lead up to Saturday's big event. I've read Neverlanders, which I'd never read.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
much fun.
I'd wanted to, and when I tried to get it, maybe a couple of years ago, I don't know why it just wasn't. It wasn't as available as I don't know. I had some trouble getting it, so I just never got around to it. But I've read that over yesterday and today, and I've started reading the sequel, which has only just been released, but it's being launched over the next couple of weekends by Tom Taylor and John Sommariva in signings at All Star and also Impact Comics, etc. in Brisbane and Kings, I think. They're doing signings at all of those. So I'm reading those so that I can do a bit of a review, probably for the All Star socials. So
nice.
Suffice to say, at this point, loving them. They're amazing.
Yeah,
like I'll elaborate more, but I'm really glad to have finally gotten to those. And the fact that there's two of them now, I think, is really wonderful. So that's me.
I really hope that the streaming studios are taking notice of these books, because they would make a great animated series. I think it'd just be either that or a film, but I would love to see an animated series on this.
Well, one of the notes that I've made, I've written down while I've been reading these, is that they really capture the aesthetic of, like, John Sommariva's art is amazing, like breathtaking. It really captures the essence of Disney DreamWorks animated films. It's dynamic, it's colorful, it's the closest. This is a big thing for me to say, but it's the closest thing that I've ever read to a Disney, Pixar, or DreamWorks style animated film. Like the dynamism of his artwork really captures the motion, and the color of the pages is just, eye popping and breathtaking. And it really feels like I'm watching an animated film. So if at some stage that doesn't happen, I'd be stunned. So as I say, there'll be more to come because I've only just sort of started reading the sequel. But I'll finish that off in the next day or so, and there'll be more to come on here, but also on All Stars socials too. So
100%. All right, let's get into one last commercial break, and then we'll start wrapping it up.
Strange and powerful forces are attracting people to Pizza Hut. It's the Marvel Comics X-Men video with a mini comic book, pull-out poster, and trading card. All for only $4.99 with any pizza purchase. There are 2 video packs to collect, so hurry and get your claws on them.
Oh, I'll wrap that up.
Exclusively at Pizza Hut.
I love that ad, but I also want to smack that woman's hand. She just took the pizza in her hand. She said, "I'll wrap that up."
Do we smack hospitality workers' hands, Nathan?
If she's handling my food,
no, we don't. Okay, so let's put an end to that right away.
I'm going to cause the internet to melt down now by saying that. But
yes, anyway. Sorry, listeners and viewers.
Don't handle my food.
Right, that's enough.
Get your
that's
mitts.
Enough of that.
Get your mitts off that. You know what you really want. What you really want is this.
The antidote to all of our problems.
Yep, absolutely.
Talking about some other twats' problems.
But look, we're grateful that you're really enjoying the Weird Files. It's definitely one that everybody is loving, and we know this from our socials, which is great.
Stop it, you weirdos.
Stop it, you weirdos. But
I said what I said.
Yeah, okay. I know what you said. But anyway, look, we love bringing it to you. We love having a joke about it, and we know that you love it. But look, it's
weirdos. Weirdos is not a bad collective term for Weird Files fans, though. Like maybe I'm saying it with affection. Maybe instead of being insulting, I'm saying
Are you really?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying with any affection whatsoever. I mean it. A bunch of weirdos.
Oh, I love it. Well, I'm going to give you 3. I'm going to allow you to choose.
I don't know. I'm going to sit through 3.
I'm not going to.
I don't want to sit through 1, let alone 3.
I'm going to pace. I'll pace it. I'm going to give you 3, and then you can make your choice from the 3. I've got Costco paper towel fort. I've got Granny's karaoke garage, and I've got Fake Ranger's lizard. So I'll just read those back to you again. I've got Costco paper towel fort. I've got Granny's karaoke garage, and I've got Fake Ranger's lizard. I've got
Fake Ranger's lizard for me, because that is a strange collection of words.
Yeah, and when I read it,
plus I want to hear you keep trying to say it over and over again. Fake Ranger's
lizard. Fake Ranger's lizard.
Fake Ranger's lizard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So what's that's what I actually say before I come on the show. That's my my warm up.
Well, it shows you've got that nailed down.
Fake Ranger's lizard. All right, here we go. Man arrested.
Don't tempt fate, buddy. Go on, keep going. Let's get it over with. Like a Band-Aid right off.
Man arrested after posing as National Park Ranger and warning hikers about a made-up lizard. There you go. Fake Ranger lizard. A Flagstaff, Arizona man was arrested Saturday after officials say that he posed as a national park ranger for an entire day and warned dozens of hikers about a dangerous lizard that he had completely invented. The man reportedly showed up in a green fleece and a hat with a badge reading Trail Safety Division that he had ordered online. Investigators say that he stopped hikers at the trailhead to warn them of the Arizona Cliff Screecher, a lizard that does not exist in any record. He allegedly described it as 3 feet long.
Does now.
3 feet long, mildly judgmental, and drawn to bright socks.
Nice.
While handing out fake safety pamphlets. Witnesses say that he ran a full lizard briefing and had hikers practice the freeze and whistle technique. This is something right out of Candid Camera. Officials report
No, hold up. What does the freeze and whistle technique look like, Nath?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, but I'm going to find out because I'll report back next week. I want to know what
find
the
out, and you're going to
technique. All right,
you're going to find out and do it for us,
and do it next week. All right, on next week's show. And if I can't find it, I'll make one up just like he did. Officials report
just as good.
He set up a folding table with a warning poster that he'd drawn himself and a donation jar for research. There you go. When a real ranger confronted him, the man calmly said, "You clearly haven't seen what I've seen out there," and adjusted his hat. Several hikers reportedly turned back in fear before officials confirmed that the lizard was entirely fictional and that he had no affiliation with the park.
I was going to ask why he was doing it, but now that I see it's a grift, it reminds me that we need to rename this segment the Scam Files.
Yeah. Well, we tried that and everybody said no. We had 75 or 73% that said don't change the name. So anyway,
how many voters though? And how many people voted, and how many of them were you?
Oh, and my family.
Oh.
No, it was actually quite a large number. I was actually quite surprised.
You recruited your domestic hostages in the poll, did you?
100%. No. It was 73%, and it was actually quite surprising. I was expecting everyone to change it to the Scam Files, but we'll keep bringing you the weird files every week.
We'll keep doing polls again.
Did you like that one? Did you like?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was confused. I was wondering why he was doing that, and now I just want to know whether he made enough money to pay for the T-shirt that he ordered online.
Yeah,
like whether he broke even or not. Yeah, probably not.
Can you imagine going to jail for making up a lizard and teaching people to stop and whistle? So
you couldn't do that in Australia because people would say a lizard. I'm going to keep going, buddy. Tell me when there's a pterodactyl, maybe, but if it's a lizard, that's fine.
Yeah, 100%. If you've got a weird files, we'd love to hear about it. You can join the conversation.
Would we though?
Yeah, we do. You can join the conversation on our socials at a Pulp Culture Pod. Definitely let us know if you've got one. We're happy to read it out. Or you could actually record it and we'll put it on the show. So there's another option for you. What?
You don't speak for me.
Yeah, well, if you don't come to the production meetings, then I do. So.
Yeah, no, too much hard work.
Yeah, fair enough. Have you got anything to shout?
I do. Yeah, I just want to shout out what I was talking about before, the Neverlanders signings, because they're this
all right,
weekend.
Well, let's get into the shout then.
You got a graphic and video?
we're a bit delayed tonight for some reason. We're sort of playing.
Don't say we. It's not me. You're the one with it. You're the one without your fingers on the buttons. If it was up to me, it'd be. Sorry. Yeah, if it was up to me, it'd be spot on.
Yeah, apologies, everyone. Apologies. Yep. So we're talking about the Neverlanders tour. Is that what we're calling it? Neverlanders 2 Get Lost tour?
I think its official title is the Neverlanders Book 2 John Sommariva and Tom Taylor Book Launch and Signing Tour, which kicks off on this Saturday at All Star Comics Melbourne. And
so that'll be August 22nd.
To camp. Yes. Did I not say that?
No, you just said that it was going to be this Saturday. So August 22nd from 12 till 3 at All Star.
Yeah, no, I'm really good at this this pumping up stuff.
That's all right. I'm pumping you up, man.
No wonder we haven't got any.
I've got your back.
No wonder we haven't got any. Yeah.
Sponsors.
This is why Disney Plus hasn't sponsored us yet.
They're working on it.
All Star Comics Melbourne on Saturday, the 22nd of August, 2026, and then the following day on the Sunday, the 23rd of August, 2026.
Rivalry
at Canberra, at Impact Comics. Yeah, it's round 2 of the Big Bash.
Now this is Sommariva's home turf, right? So we've got Tom Taylor's home turf in Melbourne at All Star, and then we've got Sommariva at Impact, and that's his home. That's his own turf. So
so it's like the bigger fan? It's like an FA. It's like an FA Cup tie. You got like a home and away matches. And then it's who sort of evens out at the end. I was going to say something inflammatory, but I'm not going to be too parochial about it in this particular venue. I think it's a good-hearted competition. But
if you don't know what we're talking about, it's worth checking out on the socials. You can go to All Star Comics or Impact Comics on Instagram, and there's a bit of backwards and forwardsing about who's going to sell the most. And Mitch from All Stars, his version of Macho Man, Randy Savage, was something to behold.
Well, if I've got to say, if you enjoyed that one, stay tuned because there's a sequel to that. There's a sequel coming before the weekend, and it's a ripper. And there's already been casualties of this epic battle. Mitch, I think, might have pulled a hamstring when he was filming some of these videos, and I got hit by a flying copy of Neverlanders. It hit me in a very sensitive region. I was uncomfortable for the rest of the day. So
have you spoken to HR about it?
Well, HR was the one that threw the book at me. It's we've been having some very professional times there at All Star, but
it sounds great.
It's all
sounds like a safe work environment.
Good fun. No, I definitely wouldn't say that, but we have a good time. Just back to the dates. The next stop on the tour is King's Comics in Sydney on Saturday, the 29th of August, and then finishing up at Comics Etc. in Brisbane on Sunday, the 30th of August. Be there.
Do yourself a favor. Go support local. Not just the artist and writer, but also your local comic book store as well. We look forward to hearing your reviews as well about the book and seeing that on socials, because this is going to be. I think this is probably the first time I've seen a comic book tour like this before. I don't recall.
Yeah, I think it's really wonderful, and it's something that's going to link up, all of these, great comic book shops down the East Coast that are really doing, a wonderful job for the genre and for the community. I couldn't encourage people to get a hold of the books more, because I've loved reading the first one. It was definitely worth the wait. And yeah, the second one, I can tell that I'm just going to get to the end of it and be dying for the third one. So, no, amongst it, get involved, come and meet the guys, and come and see us. And I look forward to hearing about the good times people have.
Yep, absolutely. The only quick thing I wanted just to shout about is that you've got Make Expo, which is coming up. That's in October, 9th, 10th, and 11th. So that's the Melbourne Alternative Comics Expo. And so you've got the Friday evening, which is a live read. You've got Saturday, which is the community day with free panels all day. And then on the Sunday, you've got the market day, which is free entry. And that's for all independent design and comic specifically makers and creators. And so we look forward to doing some coverage from there and being part of the fun. So it's going to be a great 3 days. You can check it out at makecomics.com.au. We'll keep plugging it over the next couple of weeks and even a month before it actually kicks off. So
yeah,
should be good.
I believe All Stars scored a table there. We've been lucky enough to get a spot. So
fantastic.
I'm not sure whether I'll be there or whether I'll be holding the fort down at the shop, but if you want to meet some of the All Star crew, come on down to Make Festival as well, because they'll be there.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, we're at the end of the show.
Devastating.
It's the end of the show gone.
It doesn't make sense to me. I think we need maybe it's just the sports fan in me, but we need like a final siren or like
or
something.
Yeah, like an MCG siren.
Yeah, one of those. It wasn't great. Sorry about that.
What about the General Lee horn?
No, that hasn't dated well, buddy. No, we'll leave that where it belongs.
Well, we hope that this episode does date well, and we hope that you've enjoyed our special D23 Lanterns X-Men whatever.
Brightest day.
Stay tuned next week when you'll hear Green Lantern MJ say,
Harry Potter goes to Hogwarts, you ignorant alien frick.
What a great line. Thanks, everybody, and we hope you have a great week. Stay fresh.
Like what you're hearing? Tell your friends. Follow us on socials at Pulp Culture Pod. And if you're feeling generous, drop us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform.